A memo from the desk of the community center director. Hola, amigos. That means hi. Everyone is invited to our Cinco de Mayo fiesta at 5 p.m. here at the community center. Our friend Juan will be performing some songs he wrote just for us. Hope to see everyone there. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 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 Cinco, 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 cinco. Cinco for Cinco de Mayo, which in Spanish means the 5th of May. And on that day, over 130 years ago, the Mexicans won an important battle from the French, the Battle of Puebla. Our community center is having a special Cinco de Mayo festival, and my friend Juan is going to come by and sing for us. Doesn't this sound nice? This is a maraca, and it's hecho en Mexico, which means made in Mexico. Hello, my friend. Mi amigo, hola. How are you, my friend? ¿Cómo está? Didn't you know today was a very special day? Vamos, la fiesta, Cinco de Mayo, ole! Come on, let's see what we can find for Cinco de Mayo. Oh, here is something about the history of Cinco de Mayo.
Mexico is a country in North America.
Over 100 years ago, Benito Juarez, the president of Mexico, had trouble paying back money he had borrowed from France.
Napoleon wanted to send his friends, Maximilian and Carlotta, to rule over Mexico. Although Maximilian and Carlotta were living in Italy, they still wanted to rule Mexico.
I want to rule Mexico!
But the Mexican people said no. And in 1862, French soldiers arrived to capture Mexico. The Mexican general Ignacio Zaragoza was waiting for them, with Mexican soldiers ready to defend their country.
Although they were poorly trained, Mexican soldiers defeated the French that day, May 5th, 1862, and Mexico's people remained free.
Do you think I look pretty in my fiesta outfit? I said, do you think I look pretty in my fiesta outfit? Will you stop that? It's giving me a headache. I asked you a question. Will you give me that thing? Now, do you think I look pretty in my fiesta outfit?
Yes, now give me my maracas back.
Holidays are a good time to share your customs and traditions. This year, on Cinco de Mayo, I performed some Mexican dances with my friends. Before the dances began, we took part in the festival, or as we say in Mexico, fiesta. The mariachi band made everyone want to get up and dance. I always look forward to the part of the festival when the piñata is broken. The piñata is made out of paper mache and is shaped like an animal. Before the piñata breaks, we all count down 3, 2, 1. Afterwards, we rush to collect the candy and toys that come falling out. It's always a big surprise to see what I'll get. The best part of the whole celebration, though, is when I get to dance on stage with my friends. We've been practicing for a long time. Before we perform, we spend a lot of time getting dressed up in our costumes, tying up our hair, trying on shoes, even putting on jewelry and makeup. I like to put on my own. The boys get dressed up too. feel a little nervous about performing. But I know that once I start dancing, everything will be fine.
Traditional Mexican music is often played by mariachis, which are strolling bands of singers. French soldiers helped create the famous Mexican mariachi bands. While the French soldiers were in Mexico, some soldiers married Mexican women. The bands began to be called mariachis after the French word for marriage. This mariachi group has 4 players. A singer, who is the leader, a horn player, 2 guitarists, and a bass player. They wander around zocolos or town squares and into restaurants. If a customer wishes to hear a special song, the mariachis will play it. Mariachi music is heard throughout the world. Its sound makes us think of Mexico.
Now, it says here that in Mexico, long ago, the Mayan Indians built huge pyramids and had their own way of telling time using big round stone calendars. Well, they even had their own way of telling stories about how the world was made. And here's one of them.
In the beginning, there was no one. No fish, no birds, no trees. There was only sea and sky, but nothing else, except the Maker and the feathered serpent. The Maker was made of hundreds of stars, and the serpent was covered with blue and green feathers. They looked at the earth and said, "Too much water. We must take some away." Feathered serpent and the Maker placed many trees on the brown patches of earth. Then the Maker remembered the dream he had. In the dream, he saw animals that walked, animals that crawled. Some had fur, others had scales, and some had feathers. And so he made these animals, and they shared the earth with the trees. One day, as Feathered Serpent and the Maker watched their creations, their hearts told them something was wrong. How do we know if the animals like their food, or if our earth is too hot? We must make a talking animal who can tell us these things. We will make this talking animal out of sand. And the Maker and Feathered Serpent flew to the seashore and made a human out of sand. It had arms, legs, lips, and teeth. Feathered Serpent and the Maker laughed and shook hands. They were proud of their creation. But when they looked away, a huge wave rose out of the sea and knocked the human shape down. All that was left was a small hill of sand. Our humans need to be made of something stronger, Feathered Serpent said. Next, we will try wood. Wood is strong. Early the next morning, the creators awoke and carved their wooden human. They plucked corn kernels and placed them in the mouth for teeth and used red beans as eyes. This job made them tired, so they slept in the hot sun. And as they slept, a crow flew down upon the wooden human and ate the corn teeth and bean eyes, and woodpeckers pecked holes in the wood. When Feathered Serpent and the Maker awoke, they were sad, for their human had been taken apart. The creators went back to their home, heart of sky, and spoke of this talking animal. Then Feathered Serpent said, "We must learn from our mistakes. Humans must be soft, but not so soft that they fall apart. And humans must be hard, but not like wood, for it cannot be the home of birds." This time they took corn, mixed it with water, and hid beneath the corn husk. Slowly a human shape began to appear, but this time it was able to walk and speak. The gods had finally made a good human, and so they made 3 more, and the humans thanked the gods and asked to be named. The maker spoke. First is Jaguar Kiche, next is Jaguar Knight, third is Mau Kuta, fourth Wind Jaguar. Now we must take flight. And suddenly a windstorm swirled around both Feather Serpent and the Maker, and a tornado was formed. It picked them up and took them to their home, Heart of Sky. And so the land of the Quichua people came into being.
Hey, there you are. It's great to see you again.
Hola, Miguel. I'm just tuning up my guitar.
Good. So, what are you going to play for us today?
I'm gonna sing a song that's pretty fitting for Cinco de Mayo. It's a song that I wrote called Ships of Misfortune.
Misfortune? But I thought Cinco de Mayo was all about celebrating winning a great victory.
Well, this song is about who Mexicans really are. This is about the Mayan Indian and how he felt when he saw the first European settlers coming to his shore. As you know, Mexicans are a blend of the natives who were living here, Spaniards, and other European cultures.
Well, that sounds very interesting. Let's hear it.
Ships of misfortune approaching my harbor, bringing confusion. Must I always be on guard? Sails full of sorrow are pulling these vessels. They come without warning and arrive without welcome. Ships of misfortune, they'll never take you. The Quetzal and Jaguar, I will always protect you. No longer will sunrise be the hour of safety. Not with these specters on our shore. The rhythms that I hear are the distant drums. Now my heart beats fast with a message from my love. 110 to wind, so far away, so far away, so far away, so far away.
Hola! When you go to a fiesta for Cinco de Mayo, it's a lot of fun to bring a musical instrument. Make your own musical instrument with these maracas I'm going to show you how to make today. Now the materials you're going to need for this are one of these drink mix cans. I like these because they come with their own plastic top. And maybe some sequins, some construction paper, some ribbon, and of course the beans to put inside it. Let's get started. Now first you're going to need to make a hole in the bottom of the can because we're going to use a pencil for the handle. So take a big nail, maybe your mom or dad may have to help you with this, and you're going to make a hole in the can. And you might have to do 2 holes. Then you just stick your pencil in. We're ready to go. And when we come back, we're going to decorate the can and fill it with our beans.
Cinco de Mayo is a time for Mexican Americans and Mexican Canadians to celebrate their heritage. In this neighborhood, many children are Mexican American. They decided to paint a mural to show all the things they liked about being Mexican American. First, they drew pictures of their neighborhood, their houses, and their families. They used bright colors to express their feelings. They also drew pictures of a fiesta. A fiesta is a big party. At fiestas, there are mariachi bands. They play special music. There are games, too. Trying to break the piñata is a favorite game for kids. You break the piñata to get all the candy that's inside. Special foods are also made, like tacos, enchiladas, and burritos, which are all made from tortillas. The Spanish word for fish is pescado, and carne is the word for meat. The best thing about being Mexican American is that you get to enjoy your favorite things from Mexico and the United States. This mural will be put up in the local community center to show everyone what it means to be Mexican American.
A decorated papier-mâché animal filled with candy that is broken apart with a stick is called a
piñata! Do you like my piñata?
Oh, it's really colorful.
I made it myself.
Yeah, what kind of animal is that?
You can't tell?
Well, it looks kind of like a bird.
No, it's not a bird.
Is it a dog?
It's not a dog. Where are you going?
I'm going to get the stick to knock it down. There we go.
You missed.
I know I missed.
Try again.
Okay.
You got me! Ouch, that hurt!
All right, let me try once more. There we go!
Now, there's a lot of candy in there.
Yeah, if we can get it knocked down.
Oh, you're back. Well, I finished decorating my can, at least covering it. Now I'm going to make it sparkly with some sequins. Remember, maracas for a fiesta, so you can really go a little wild with the colors and make it real sparkly. So I'm just going to dab it with sequins all over the place on mine. Little color everywhere. Just really mix it up. And every maraca can look different from the other one. So you really want to have lots of different colors on yours. Now, after you've finished decorating the body of your maraca, we're going to hang the ribbons from it. Now, I've cut different lengths of this curly ribbon, and we're just going to tape it onto the inside of the can. Just go all the way around the inside of the can. You don't have to use them for just Cinco de Mayo. Think of almost any party. They really make things live. Now, after you've finished taping all of your ribbon on the inside, now we're almost done. All we need to do now is just fill it with some beans. And don't use too many beans, because if there's too many inside, there's not enough room for them to rumble around and make the noise. So just a few. Put the lid right back on, right on top of these ribbons. Nice and tight. And there you go. All ready for your fiesta.
Juan, I've always heard this song, but I never knew what it was called or where it came from. It goes, ay, 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 something.
Oh yeah, that's a very
na,
famous
na, na.
song. It's called Cielito Lindo.
Cielito
Lindo.
Lindo.
And that means beautiful heaven.
Oh, nice. Could you teach it to me?
Sure. Ay, 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 ay.
I got that part. Okay.
Canta y no llores.
Canta y no llores.
Porque cantando
Porque cantando
se alegran, cielito lindo,
cielito lindo,
los corazones.
Los corazones.
And that means that when you sing, your heart gets happy.
Oh, I like that. Make my heart happy.
Let's
start
do it.
the song.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo viene bajando. Un par de ojitos ojos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ahora sí, vámonos. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. ¡Otra vez!
Here we go. Because Mexico is so close to the United States, there are a lot of people from Mexico living here. They celebrate Cinco de Mayo to show their pride in their country and traditions, and to share with us the things they love most about Mexico, its history, music, and stories. Do you know anyone who comes from Mexico? I'm sure they'd be happy to tell you all about their country, their people, and all about Cinco de Mayo.
Es el lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me tocó. Ahora sí, vámonos. Ay, 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 ay. Canta, no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. ¡Otra vez! ¡Otra vez! ¡Ay, ay, ay, ay! Canta, no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. ¡Otra vez, muchachos! ¡Ay, ay, ay, ay! Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
All right.
Everybody loves a holiday. Everybody loves a celebration. Everybody loves a holiday.